Adia, you all turn to page 2, page 2. And now I need to inform you all, page 1, 3 of these QR code. What is it for? Jawapan. And then next one, your novel plus your peribahasa. Okay, so anyone who need reference, you can refer to this page. Okay, tak perlu bimbang. Just these 3 things. And never ever keep asking, teacher, why do I get all the answer for all exercises, my dear? TTC notes for BM, everything by QR. Okay, cannot? No need to purposely go and ask from us. Okay, apakah yang perlu saya buat sekarang? Muka surat kedua. Muka surat kedua. Okay, as long as one thing in BM exam, right, you understand what are they asking about, then you don't need to nervous. Yeah, if you feel nervous simply because you don't know what will you sit for, that is the reason why you all feel nervous. Let us check. Teacher, don't understand? You see, if you know what is the requirement of your paper, you don't need to worry. Like paper 1, what will they test you? Paper 2, what will they test you? So you need to know that paper 2, everything focus on essay writing. Then we only have an hour. Then paper 1, 1 hour, 30 minutes, everything else. Everything else. Hi, Chloe. Yeah, everything else. And then next one, let us check. Teacher, essay, very easy one. Yes, because you can score. So same thing, I will tell you which part to score. So your short essay, 100% you can score. As long as you don't misread the question. If you misinterpret, then sorry lah. That one I cannot do anything. Chris, when not coming out, why? Exam sudah siap Sudah tamat Okay, then next one. Our short essay, 100% we can score. And for our long essay, normally, you all need to get a minimum of 18 mark. So don't ask me, teacher, how do I score for BM? If you keep asking me how to score for BM, I will tell you, you would never score. Never. Not even a single chance. Then teacher, what do I do? So when you are planning to get a good mark, know where you can score. Calculate the mark. Don't ask me, teacher, how? Calculate the mark that you can score 100%. Okay? Dah. Chloe, thanks. Then next one, for your paper 1, most of you will say, teacher, paper 1, I don't know paper 1, I'm very weak one. So do something about it. Tell yourself, ask yourself, which one that you can score. Teacher, why I need to keep asking? If you don't ask, how do you know what are you supposed to do? So 100% one, 100% novel. And then for subjective objective I don't have any confidence in you. No, not even 0.1%. Okay. Then next one is your subjective. I still have chance. Ejaan and then tata bahasa. That one I still have chance. Then next one is your pemahaman petikan, which is the K-BUT. This one, K-BUT. Make sure you know how to answer for K-BUT. Next, your bahagian C. Bahagian C, also 100% you can score. At least 12 marks. If it came out ringkasan, even best. The only thing I worry is your ulasan, which is another short essay. Okay, careful ya. 3, 2, 1. Done. Then we move. Then teacher, objective Objective, you are not asking me to do anything meh? Objective, if you ask me which part you can score, petikan umum. Your system bahasa can, but not everything, because your vocab is very weak. Your vocab is very weak. So now let's check how the question look like. I will do the question with you, but not all objective, because objective is the one where very time consuming. I won't do it, but I will do subjective with you. Okay? So now, of course, essay wise, I won't do full essay with you. I will teach you the structure so that when you go for your exam, like the REMA exam coming soon, right, on Wednesday, then what are you supposed to do for your essay? You just need to know the structure to score. That's all. Okay, hi Ryan, selamat datang. Banyak orang yang lewat tak apa. Now let us check. Go on. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all this format, right, is on you. I won't teach you what is the format. Is on you. Okay, then Zara, you have the idea, but I don't know how to write. That's why we always have the structure to write essay. Tiga, dua, satu. Go downwards. Okay, downwards. Okay, format is quite simple, right? This one on you. Oh, but I need to ask one question before I forget. For this syarahan thing, ucapan is a speech, but it is only for a ceremony, like greetings. Normally, it's for ceremony, like all those retirement ceremony, and then any type lah for celebration one. Then for pertandingan syarahan, we need to have one party. Any one of you, you can tell me who is the party for pertandingan. Who is the party? Siapakah orang tu? Saya nak tahu. Birthday. Birthday tu ucapan memang ada lah. Maybe you give a speech to like saying thank you. Then, but I want to know for syarahan, it is a type of competition. Then I would like to ask this pertandingan, who is the main person? For us to greet. Ayah, mana bukan? Not the principal. Who is the one? Without them, it is not considered as a competition. Yes, Sarah, terima kasih. Can you give me in BM? If can, give me in BM. Sangat senang. Yes, Amanda, that one is a very first, but then we have another one, very important one. Who is the person? Sarah, correct, the one BM. Sangat senang. BM is not difficult at all. BM is very easy one. So who is the person? The panel hakim. Barisan hakim. There are like a board of judges. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Can you see? Barisan hakim. If it is a competition. 3, 2, 1. So all format on you. All everything was given. And then just now Zere told me, during exam, he got all ideas, but cannot write. Don't know how to write. But you all know that, right? In my class, you all can answer. You all gave the answer, gave everything. But it's because I gave you the hint to answer. So in exam, how do you have the hint? Because I'm not in exam hall for you. So you should be the one who create the hint for yourself. Then teacher, what do I do then? When you were in the exam hall, first step, you always need to learn how to bark. But teacher, I don't know what is bark. Are you all not TTC student? If you are not, then maybe you don't know. But if you are, then make sure you learn this in your Form 1. When you enter for an AC class, you need to learn how to bark. If you don't know how to bark, it's a bit difficult for you to score. Like teacher, why? Because first step, after you read your question, you need to do some analysis. Your analysis is T, K, K, and F. And what are we supposed to analyze while we are having our questions, right? Always remember, there is one thing called topic. If you don't know the topic, never ever tell me you are able to continue for your point. Yeah, it doesn't work. Then after that, your keyword. Keyword is for us to think about the precise one, because sometimes they do give us all keyword, but sometimes they don't. So we have to analyze properly. And next one is our format. Format is very important. What if you miss out the format, you misread, you just forget. Then they will minus about 5 marks. Depend on who is your teacher. Some of the teachers, they will minus 5, and some of the teachers, they don't care. Then teacher, how do I know? Nobody knows till your teacher minus your mark. Can. Then next one, when you draft your main point, after you get everything right, please make sure you draft your main point. A lot of kids, they will skip this process because in their mind, yes, that's our school. In your mind, most of you thinking, teacher, no point what? Draft the point, I can keep thinking and write at the same time. Yes, you can. But easily you will get out of topic, or your point will be repetitive. That's why in seminar, what are you supposed to learn? Learn how to not creating silly mistake. Okay? Then Zuri told me just now, Toho Cukup. And then another one is Imbaku. Depends on who is your BM teacher in school. In TTC, we use English. In school, they use BM. So that's why if you ask me, Toho Cukup is a topic huraian, right? Contoh. Then kesan, then peribahasa. Correct? If you ask me, why not I use that? Because for me, I need to give you a complete thing, which is what is SHYEK. In all languages, whatever point you all give, right, I only need 2 sentences from you. I only need 2 sentences from you. Teacher, what do you mean? The 2 sentences, which is why and effect. Every main point, every key content you're able to give me, but not the elaboration. You know why I don't like Toho Joket? Because the huraian, you just simply write. Contoh, you also simply write. But for me, contoh itself, you need to link to current issue. Like, teacher, how? You see or not? You all never think about the point. You all just keep asking me how. Yeah, you all never want to think on your own. So in exam, what to do? When you receive your essay, read question, draft the main point, then how do you think about the huraian? These 2 things. Why and effect. Teacher, like how leh? Like for example, we have a topic. This one is we do some introduction. This one you all very strong, but you will never explain why does it happen. Then what is the impact? You all never give me all this kind of idea. You all just simply touch and go. This is why you all never score. And you all might be thinking like, teacher, I also don't know what is happening. You know why? Because lack of knowledge. That's why don't tell me how to memorize essay. In my class, if you want to memorize essay, you would be here. In my class, make sure one thing, keep giving me your point. Keep challenge me. Then I will challenge you. This is how you improve. Okay? So now, the keyword is just salin tajuk. Then can you see the same thing, it repeats. For our EC also the same. What is huraian? How why effect is our huraian? But how do you elaborate all these things? That's why TTC gave you HYE. And what is HYE? How does it happen? Why do you think it happened? And then what is the impact if it happened? So, teacher, I only keep asking myself question, yes, but always remember what is your first step? Draft your main point first. How do you draft your main point? You have your topic and keyword. Can you see everything can be like follow the sequence one? So this is like created by TTC BM department very, very long time ago, super long time ago. So as long as you are from TTC, you will know the way. So next one is, teacher, kosa kata leh, I don't know, my BM word very weak, my dear. Our monthly notes already provided these 2 things called kosa kata and vocab. If you never go and read, that is your problem. Will I take the blame? No. Because I have my responsibility to come out the notes. You have your responsibility to read the notes. Never expect I will be like a nanny and keep teaching you, sorry, it's not my job scope. Okay, then next one is, remember just now I told you the QR code for the peribahasa. You can scan from there for new student. Whoever you are, just make sure one thing, every QR code from the notes is very important. It's not putting there for fun. Then, right, which one? You mean, the first page one. First page, we have 3 QR. So, peribahasa is on the most right. Just now, you came in late. So, for those who came in late, go and scan TTC notes from page 1 until last page. None of the page is rubbish. Because we have to save paper, okay? So, the page given is like every page is important. And so now let us check. Teacher, what if I don't know peribahasa? Is it okay? If you ask me it's okay. And if your aim is SPM, I would even tell you kosa kata is fine. 1, 2 kosa kata is important is because you lack of word. You don't even know the simplest BM word. That's why you need kosakata. It's like how you learn in your primary school. But in Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, it's different case. You have your basic minimum. Then what we need is your content so that you can score A+. plus. Remember that to score A+, plus, content. Then how do you make sure you have good elaboration, Hawaii effect? Okay, not just keep asking me, teacher, huraian, huraian. Yeah, then you will ask yourself, how do I hurai? This is why you know why I don't use huraian and chonton. And chonton doesn't give us mark. So how do we elaborate? Like for example, I give you a question. The question I give you will be same as my morning class, but I want to see how do you all think. Okay, I will give you the same question. Actually, I think I remember. Okay, langkah-langkah membina remaja yang berwawasan. So we have to identify few things, correct? Our keyword, our topic. But I have some confusion. What is berwawasan? I have some confusion. What is berwawasan? I need to know. What do you think berwawasan is? This one's so simple. See whether you are able to give me or not. Ayo, Yeshan. This is what I asked him after morning class. Teacher, wawasan school. Those wawasan school should know what's wawasan, right? Yesterday, I love you. You know, from the morning class till now, morning class, they all give me, I think they find it from Google Translate because their Chinese translation is the same. So it's about, so sorry, you also found from Google or from your mind. Teacher, you are very bad. Yeah, I'm very bad. Okay, so what is berwawasan? You have your vision. In BM, what do we call? Kamu seorang yang bermatlamat. Thanks, Ray. Bermatlamat. You have an aim in your life. You have a vision in your life. Yeah, Ryan, correct? It's like forward looking. And then the Chinese word they gave me is 有远见, but not very accurate. Wawasan means what? You set a target for yourself, then only you push yourself, move forward. Can I? Then what do you think the way is? You actually correct the goal. So you see, main point, most of you can guess about the main point, but some kids who always have a question and problem, they will ask me, teacher, how to do it? Teacher, who can do it? You ask me. Why not you ask yourself? So for all those EC, how do you think if you are someone who don't know anything about BM? We use English and Mandarin to help us. Yeah, create a structure for yourself. When you are thinking about the point, create the structure, which is the pyramid. I think most of you know this because I created quite long time ago. Because in school, right, they teach you one thing called decommasing. But me, myself, don't think it's enough. So that's why I have this pyramid. At least for 19 years. Okay, like at least for 18 years. I use pyramid to teach. Ayo, this page. I never use decommasing because I need my student to think very deep. So what is this pyramid for? We have 7 characters. Okay, teacher, what do you think the 7 characters for? For you to think. If you were here in Form 1 seminar, you should know this. If you were here in Form 1 seminar, I mean last year Form 1, then you should know. Or if you came for my last 2 weeks seminar, for those who attend 4, 5 you also saw this before. So who should be the characters in this pyramid? First one, you yourself. Because why? Without you yourself, the entire idea will be gone. Because without you, nothing can happen. And Nothing will be relevant to you. Then next one, your keluarga. Then your rakan. Okay, pause for a while. Your friend, you must remember the rule. They will only be bad friend, which is bad influence. Pengaruh negative. Because your friend would never be a good person. Because this is from educators' point of view. Yeah, all friends are bad friends. They only influence you in bad things. Then next one, pihak sekolah. Then next one, masyarakat. Okay, all these not a must to use in exam, but they can be your point to start to think. Then next one, your media. Then your kerajaan. Plus pihak swasta. So for those who really cannot think about the point, then please use these 7 characters to help you. Inshan, what if you are friends with a doctor or something? Will they still be bad? I can tell you one thing. Normally, good friends, they always influence you to do bad things. Even though they are good friend, yeah. I wouldn't say the world has 100% good person. Even though me myself is not also 100% very good, yeah. So always remember. But from teenagers circle, your social circle, your friends, okay, you all ask yourself lah, at your teenage years, do you think all of your friends are good friends? How about the probability? Highly likely good friend or bad friend? So you see, right? That's why you see, I never say 100%. Mah. It's like the what is the probability? Shivani, very right. Thanks. Zuri, you are not wrong. We all make friends with like the same frequency. Yeah. Then Ryan 50%. So you know now, right now, why some kids will struggle. Then can you see friends would never be a solution. They will always be a reason problem arise. Of course, in higher level, friends are very important. If you ask me, I would say friends are very important. But this one is for your uni purpose. In uni life, right, friends are important. In working life, right, friends are very important. If you ask me in secondary school, what do you call that? High school, which is like from 4, from 5, friends are quite important also. But the friends can distract studying, so but not 4, 5. You have to. That's why you see, friends will be the problem, but you are the solution. You need to choose your friend. Eventually, is my friends all good? Yep, kind of. Yes, I would say yes lah. Are they bad sometimes? Yes. Not 100% good friend. But they are kind. Actually, can friend last? Yes. Actually, when you ask me this question, it means you are facing a problem recently, right? Friends will last. It depends on how do you interact with each other. Sometimes how we treat the person is not actually what the person wants. So it always depends on our channel and frequency and similarities. So don't be too struggle when you are choosing your friend. It's fine if your friend don't choose you. It's fine if you don't choose somebody. No need to feel guilty or what. Just make sure when you cut every relationship, cut with manners. Remember that, manners, sincerity is very important. Now let's move on. So you see, pihak sekolah, simple. The school will always be a solution, but will they be a problem? Sometimes yes. But we cannot write too much about the problem of a school. So next one, masyarakat still fine. Masyarakat is just because sometimes they can help us to make a report. They can help us to like give some advice, but not every time. Okay. Right? Don't think about something not happened yet. Remember that. So that's why in my class, I always ask, what is happening, and how do we settle it? So never think about the consequence if it haven't happened. Right? Remember that, huh? Then now, media. Okay. Media, we have like quite a few types, which is cetak and social. Yeah, which is the electronic one. But nowadays, we always focus on media social. We always follow media social because media cetak, we seldom use it, which is like a newspaper, brochure. Then clearly the pyramid is for what? To think about all point. We can use it for any question. Later I teach you. So that's why this pyramid is very important from Form 1 until Form 5. If you all can master what I teach and you keep doing it every week, you can be a teacher also. I am here to create a teacher who can educate you yourself for your exam. I'm not here to create a copy-paste student. Okay, if your aim is different from me, then you would be in my class. If you just want to copy-paste, not my class, okay? Remember that, Media, we have two types, but nowadays we focus on social. It's because we always need for interaction. Then next one is kerajaan and swasta. Most of us, we always think of kerajaan only. They can be the solution. But do you know that in real world, kerajaan, the government, they will only be the source of power, the rules, regulations, and everything. But to carry out everything with the support of model, we need swasta. This is how they work together. The example that I thought of in the morning, because the morning example is the best that I could think of, which is when you want to carry out a project. For example, to build the toll in highway, we have the government to set up this project, to create rules and regulations. But who is the one who carry out? The private sector. Okay? Why, teacher? Because they have the model to do it. Government have the power to say yes or no. This is why they should work together. Can we miss out any party? No, never. So now can you see how do you write your answer in exam? And then just now Chloe asked me, what is this pyramid for? These 7 characters can be used for all types of questions. Like for example, if they ask for, what is the reason something happened? We can start from like, maybe it's because of you yourself, diri sendiri. Maybe it's because of like parents. Maybe it's because of like schools, friends, or whoever. Then how about if they ask for impact? Then the impact towards you yourself, towards your family, towards the school, the government, the society. Then same goes to Lanka. 100% you can use that. Who can carry out something? Now can you see why do I only teach a pyramid? I don't teach a question. In class, I need to teach a specific question because I need to train for different topics. But in seminar, no, I need to teach you for your BM life. Okay? Please make sure you know the difference between normal class and seminar. Do not expect seminar. I will teach you question. 5 hours also not enough for me. Okay? Settle, 3, 2, 1. And then let's see from here, can you think of who can lead the kids so that they can have their matlamat, their vision, their mission. So secondary use BM, in uni use English. But if you ask me this is why Malaysians are so smart. You know Malaysia, Malaysian from Malaysia, our BM English, we can switch whenever we want. And then this means our brain also can switch anytime. That's why people who are good in language, they are smart in terms of like presentation and delivery message. So Yunshan, pihak sekolah, can you tell me what can your school do? Since Yunshan gave me pihak sekolah, tell me how. What can a school do to ensure they can build remaja yang berwawasan? Teach the cara. Then you see, Yunshan, you gave me the point, our main point to teach. Then how do you elaborate? How do you teach? How do you teach? Your answer is correct, 100%. Most of your idea is correct. But do you know why do you lose the mark? Your how, why effect. You never explain. So this is why I need to teach you. Make sure the class is engaging or something the student like and acceptable. But do you think if I let you do whatever you like, it works? Sometimes the students don't even know what they like. So What do you think? What can the school do to ensure you become somebody with an aim? Because in school, at least one class, we talk about 40 students. Do you think 40 students sharing same goal? No. But how does a teacher teach you to ensure everyone is engaging and you move towards your own goal? It's just like in this class, I am having 36 of you. Do you think I will teach you, get you one by one, and guide you for your own aim? No. I will tell you one way which is suitable for everybody. And then you shall teach different goal and see whether you like which one. Kind of. Then Shirley told me, teacher guide them the correct way. How to guide? Remember, not just giving advice. How to make sure somebody remember and find out what they want. Let them think. You carry out activity. What type of activity will lead you to a person who can think? Your lawatan, your pertandingan. This is how. And then all those like, okay, craft is fine, but you have to do like a lot of like group activities. Vincent, thanks. Expose them to life experience. Yes, Shirley, give example of life problems and teach them. Like whenever I ask a K-BUT question, I want my student to answer. If you don't answer, you learn nothing. That's why students in my class who 100% score A+1 is because you keep asking questions since Form 1. That one I guarantee 100% A+. As long as you don't ask me stupid question, okay? Okay, so this is the idea. How do we do it? Okay, we write the main point first, which is teaching. Pihak sekolah. So we have like pendidikan. But pendidikan, we always top up with one more, which is guidance. Sorry, don't stop yourself, okay? Pendidikan plus bimbingan. All teaching have to top up with guidance. The best example is your BM, not BM lah, your parents teach you, right? Since 1 year old. But if they don't guide you, are you learning something? No. If they only teach you 1 plus 1 equals to 2, never tell you the reasoning, do you think in the future you are learning? No. You are just a machine. Keep telling yourself this is the answer. Reasoning, good, no, it is like that. That's why we have a lot of people who cannot think out of the box in Malaysia because they are taught by following all those answers and rules. But me, I think reverse. I got every answer, but I teach myself based on answer. Reverse, how to get it from the question. Yeah, I have the answer. Why is it like that? So keep asking questions. Okay, then how do you think the school should do? We have our lawatan sambil belajar. We have our activity core curriculum. Dan secara berkumpulan. Because when you do everything alone, doesn't mean you can come up with what you want. But when you do everything together, you will find out, this is not what I want. But you will sooner or later find out what do you want. It's fine if you don't know right now, but it's always very important to find out through the process of life. Like my Puchung Jaya Form 2 student. Yeah, on Friday, I asked you all, what do you want to be? Can everybody answer? No. But deep down in your heart, you have an answer. Yeah, this is the idea of like kumpulan work. It does brainstorm someone, but even though you don't participate at the same time, then you are having something in your mind. What was it? Okay, not bad. Then you see, why do you think you need all this kind of activity? Just now, who told me that? Dishan gave me that. Expose them to life experience. So this is the reason why lo mendedahkan remaja kepada pengalaman kehidupan. then you will know how to make your own choice. What is the impact? Mampu membuat pilihan dan lebih berdikari. Because these two criteria is very important so that you will become somebody with vision. Yeah. Only students who know how to make a decision and then who know how to be independent, you are the one who will be successful. If you keep asking people, what do you think I can do? What do you think I should do? I can tell you, will you be successful? Maybe. But are you somebody with your own principle? Not really. Yeah. Know who you are, know what you want. Then next one, conclusive, repeat main point. You know why? Sometimes some of you you wrote too much of elaboration. And then at the end, you get out of topic. This is what I worry. When you get out of topic, right, really bye-bye, huh? If you get out of topic, really bye-bye. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Then teacher penutup leh. So can you see how do we lengthen our essay? Not by giving me a lot of points. I don't need a lot of points. Who said so? Who told you so? I only need the 4 main points. That's all. How do I think of the 4 main points? From my characters. How do I know what do I need? I have all these things. So can you see how do I use my own way to teach? Everything is interconnected. So that's why in my class, think, keep thinking. Okay, dah. Penutup, you see, what are we supposed to write? Okay, you all very strong in writing kesimpulan, first sentence. But you know where you are stuck? Second sentence, which is I need additional solution. If you're just giving me the cadangan, the kesimpulan, this is why you all don't get more than 22 marks. Yeah, you all remember just now I told you, our long essay, minimum I need you to get 18 marks, 18. That one is already minimum. If you want to get more than 18, but most of you stuck at 22, 23, 22, 23, not even 24, it's because why? Your penutup is just simply touch and go. Penutup, you must be very precise, cannot touch and go. Give me additional solution. Who else can do something? And then effect, which is the kesan positive. Okay, the positive impact from the solution. Which means we will have our kata hubung to connect like suka. Supaya, untuk, kerana, agar. Suka. Okay, settle? 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. So this is the structure of an essay. Regardless format, no format, doesn't matter. This is the structure of an essay. Okay. So you can use this for all essays. All essays. Then Zuri, how many essay you can write? For long essay lah. For PT3 level, it is a must to write for. Penanda Wacana, yes. But if you ask me, do we need a lot of bombastic Penanda Wacana? It's fine. Yeah, just make sure when you start a new paragraph, yes. And then, Zurek, you mean which one? So, kesimpulan. Pertama, I don't use numbering for my essay. We use like selain itu, and then not even antara and salah satu. No. Straight away start with your topic, keyword, then copy paste, and then write down your point. Your introduction, then you write about your topic lor. How do you find it? Like, for example, remaja yang berwawasan, correct? How do I introduce my topic? Then we all know that. Okay, ask you one question. Do you think teenagers nowadays, you all have your aim in life? Hmm. Okay, Shelly, yes. Inshan, no. Can you see? My answer right now is 50-50. We have some kids yes, some kids no. And you will see remaja yang berwawasan, for example, so they ask me one, how do I start? Yeah. Zero is like public speaking one. Memang. It is. BMAC is like that. BMAC has no formula. Yes. Most of you say, teacher, no, you know, right? Sometimes we start with pada era globalisasi ini, my dear. Do you know that we have passed through globalization for very, very long ago? Now it's already modernization and digitalization. So this is why in my class, I do not use all this Penanda Wachana. Yes. Then how do I start? If you really want a Penanda Wachana, this is the one that I will teach you. Tidak dapat dinafikan bahawa, which is like we cannot deny that. Then we write down our topic. What do you think we cannot deny? Kita berdasarkan bahawa remaja yang bilangan pelajar yang berwawasan semakin berkurang or semakin membimbangkan. We all know very well what students with vision, the number is getting lower. Ask you all one question. I'm not sure whether this class all those kids. I think most of you DC quite recent one. Okay, so may I ask the nowadays kids you all have no vision. What is the reason? What is the reason? We all know very well one. You all just want to like achieve the success without working out. You don't know what you want to be. Yes. Nishan, you see, because of AI, some more, why do you think nowadays kid you don't have an aim in your life? Most of them just love to complain. Okay, Zire, is it because of stress? You all ask yourself lah, why not you have an aim in your life? Why don't you dare to have an aim? So Zire told me because of stress, but is it true? Okay, Sarah, I love this. What is the reason? You scared of failure. Yes, Shirley, because we only follow what life does and no creativity. Reason why we don't dare to jump out is because what Sarah said, we scared of failure. This is what the exact answer, the truth is. Teacher, why do you think we are scared of failure? Because you all saw people are more successful, then you always take a step back. So you see, right? You're stressed because your cousin have scholarship. Can you see? So, right, what I said just now? Because when we see the success of others, we always take a step back. But do you know that, yes, Shirley, thanks, we're afraid to take risks. But do you know that what type of people will become successful? Those people who jump out from the zone and think from different way, and then you step into your own way and then create new opportunity. So this is the reason why all this kind of topic will be the recent topic in our essay questions, because BM it's not like last time. Last time we just write social problems lah, whatever thing. So simple one. But then right now it's different. They ask about your mind game. And then how the world work, the society, which is from economy, from politics, they ask everything. That's why I said read question. Like for this question, it's simple. But when I ask you, can you give me an outstanding answer? No, not every one of you can do it. You all just will say, why does it happen? Because the students are lazy law, the teenagers are lazy law, they don't want to be successful law, they just want to enjoy life or but the main reason is because why? You don't dare to take risks. So why does it happen? Tidak berani untuk menanggung, to bear the risk. Risiko dan tidak ingin menghadapi kegagalan. You don't want to face failure. Now you all can see. Because sometimes the kids will say, right, takut akan kegagalan. And that one also can. Can you see? It's a different word, but then the meaning is the same. Will two of you get the same mark? Yes. We all have multiple ways of writing the same point. That's why you all know no one will create the exactly same essay. If you did, it's because why? You memorize an essay or you copy others one. Understand now? Your teachers are not stupid. They know. None of us will write a same essay, even though from the same teacher, even though from the same point. Boleh ha? Then what is the impact? The kids will just follow and the industry, the country won't improve anymore. Yeah, this is the reason why. So it doesn't just affect a person, but it affect the system and then the growth of the country. So the impact lah, menjejaskan perkembangan diri remaja, your self growth. Dan kemajuan, pembangunan negara. Missing two alphabets. Pembangunan negara. It will stuck, which is terkendala. Wait, That's why some country, right? It is like stagnant. It's not moving anymore. They just enjoy what they have, what is left over from their ancestor or like previous leader. In the world, we have a lot of countries like that. The young people, they never keep pushing and then never move forward and then always take a step back. That's why what are they earning, what are they enjoying right now is all left over from their ancestor and previous leader. And what will happen in the future? The kids, the future leader, have to do so much to bear all this kind of shit. Is what I can tell you. Same goes to your family. Same. So, settle? So can you see how do you think? You have to upgrade your essay like a normal one to another version. This is how you score. So all those kids who tell me, teacher, I cannot think my BM. I don't know a lot of vocab, so what? Write normal BM word lah. Same structure, same idea, but normal BM word. Yet you still score BM mark 1, right? Faham? So everything like this. Whatever question, also the same. Whatever question, using the same way. Can ah? 3, 2, 1. So this thing copy paste for every type of question. So it's just about thinking, not about memorizing. Now we move to how questions look like. So you see, short essay, it can be like this way. Okay, short essay, it can be like this way. Teacher, like they give you everything. You just need to differentiate into opening and ending. Only have to split ending and opening. That's all. Teacher, why leh? Because some of your teachers, they want you to write 3 paragraphs, 3 perenggan. Correct? 3 perenggan. Bergantung pada guru BM. Because if you ask me, I always focus on one. Because a short essay, opening, ending, only one sentence. So if you ask me, I will combine all. For Form 3 also lah. And then, yeah, Zireng, correct, right? 50 to 80 words, bukan 1 perenggan leh. Because some of the school teachers, they want 3. Yeah. And different year, different BM teachers, different requirements. Yes, Shirley, I love this conclusion. Is this like ulasan? Yes. But the point given is more. Then the word is less. But ulasan, point is less. But the sentence, I mean the word is much more, which is 100 words for ulasan. So for short essay and ulasan, the main difference is only the length. Boleh? Settle, huh? Tiga. Okay, this one, I told you, right? We already have the full answer one. Sudah ada. Okay, full answer. No need to do now. No need to do now. Okay, just make sure one thing. In BM, right? Our structure sentence, struktur ayat terdiri daripada gabungan S dan P. Apakah maksud S dan P? As long as you know the rule, you won't create mistake. What do you think about S and P? What do you think about S and P? Very simple one. Every single sentence is because of S and P. What do you think S and P is? Okay, Yunshan, thanks. Nice one. Sangat senang kan? Langsung tak susah. And then Ryan, why are you giving me the penanda wacana? No, 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 no. Okay, Livia, thanks. Terima kasih. S&P is the sentence structure for entire secondary life. Subject, then predicate. This is how to make sure we do not have like something called, not to say out of topic, but our sentence is incomplete. So teacher, why? Because our subject, right? It can be character. It can be a thing, benda. And at the same time, it can be an incident. Not a must to be a thing that you can touch. It can be something that we can only imagine, which is what we will call the topic. Predicate is everything. Our explanation. Okay, done? Done. So this is what we call a complete sentence. Never start a sentence using kata kerja. Never. Okay? Then now, when we are entering exam hall, how do we select our long essay? Long essay, they give us the thema, they give us the content. So what? I still need to elaborate based on the criteria needed from the question. That's why always remember first step, baca soalan. Remember your bug system? So how do you read the question? In my class, we need to terbalik. Do not follow a normal way to read the question. Me, myself, I will, but not for you all. Because you all cannot think properly. Why, teacher? Why you so bad? Yes lah. So our first step, why am I asking you to read from last sentence? Then 100% I will know that my question is about surat. So I know it's a formatted writing. Then next one, I know it is syarahan. And the final one, I have no format. Teacher, how do you know? Just nyatakan peranan, which means it is only a factual writing. Karangan fakta. Okay, no format. Then at the same time, I can find my keyword and topic at the same time. Like, what is the topic for every questions? Question 1. Masalah tersebut. Then you will tell me, teacher, I don't know masalah also. Then you do some reverse reading. So what is our problem? Activity perlumbaan haram, which is illegal racing. Okay, illegal one. Then continue. Number 2, kemalangan jalan raya. Number 3, teacher, dalam menjamin keselamatan. What is the keselamatan? Case jenayah. The topic is not keselamatan, but case jenayah. Teacher, got difference, man? Of course. This one is like road accident. And then this one is about the crime case. Then now you have to check. Do you think all these points, can I use it in my first and last question? No, it's only applicable for question 2. But problem comes. All these equivalent to what? Langkah. Langkah. But the question asks for yeah, Zere, I saw that once last month. So you see the keyword this one is about sebab. Can I use the point given? I can't. So never ever tell me, teacher, use all the points given. No, sometimes it's not functionable. And you see, last one they asked about peranan masyarakat. What can the masyarakat do? Teacher, I thought they asked for impact negative. So if you read from top to bottom, you might be missing out. Peranan masyarakat, you will write kesan negative. This is how you all will get 0 mark. So when you read properly. Then for first one, teacher, first one, they got nothing. Good one. They got nothing, right? Create your own thing. Just now we have the pyramid. Now, please remember, when they give you nothing about, what is this? Keyword, create your one. Remember the one I always mention? FCUK? You all know what does FCUK stand for? Masih ingat tak? FCUK ialah apa? What do you think FCUK is? Ayah, Zerik F salah, Ryan betul? Fakta is jenis karangan lah. But how about the keyword? Zerik, tak ada contoh. In my class cannot contoh. Nisha, how can you write format? Yes, Mr. Chua, I love you. Perfect. Yes, Zerik, yes. Perfect, right? In my class also no contoh. Hey, you all love contoh very much. In my class, no huraian, no contoh. You know why? Because huraian can be anything. Contoh can be anything. It means you are telling me nothing. Now you all know why? The factor, the sun. How about see you? Okay, writing things. Yeah, I can accept cadangan. Yes, you are correct. But of course, at the same time, your teacher is lazy one. What do I do? Cara. Then usaha. And cara usaha, they are the same. Then teacher, why are you writing 2 times? It's because it's easier for you to remember. If I just choose either one, some of you cannot. I told you, right, last time I used KFC and not many students remember. Sad life. Then when I use FCUK, it will be easier. So you can write about Surat Adan, correct? Then you write about why do you think this case happened? You tell the pihak requester. Then what is the impact when this case happened? Then what can I suggest you to ensure this problem can be solved? Now you can see how does FCUK work in any topic. Just remember the conclusion is for any type of essay, you know about FCUK, you know about the pyramid, done. But I want to say, some kids who already memorized the skill, yet you do not score. Why? Because you never input new issues in your mind. So don't tell me, teacher, I steal your way lah, and I teach everyone. Then I will tell you, sometimes you don't even can teach yourself. So remember, here is very important. So the technique itself, everybody can learn. Just that, what is the content? The content is what we did at very first law. Boleh? How do you think to be different from others? Okay, 3, 2, 1. So in exam, remember, choose the one that you have the most point. Then teacher, how I know? You write down the main point by the side lor, my dear. Boleh. In exam, I would rather you spend about 5 to 10 minutes write down your draft rangka karangan instead of you write halfway then bye. Ryan, I'm not doing any right now. I'm not going to do any questions right now because that one will be your choice. So in exam, if you ask me, out of these three, right, which one will I choose? Number two. If you ask me in exam, which one will I choose? Number two. The reason is because the easiest one. Because why teacher? Question one, keyword not certain. Question three, only masyarakat, only one type of person can do something. Do you think I will put myself in trouble? No, of course. So I will choose question two because it can be anything. So this is how you analyze your question. It's not just, teacher, I think I will write surat law because I think surat is easy law. You see, you have nothing to support with your answer. Support yourself with an answer. Yes, Ryan, correct. So what is it? Reason? Yes. And all of you, the keyword of all synonym for all keyword is given in our normal notes. Go and check it out, okay? Now, this is for you. Answer, I told you, answers for all essays are provided. You all just scan and write down which questions do you prefer, and then you just go and scan. Then now for paper one, as usual, I won't do in seminar because it's on you. But you will see how do you think PT3 asks question. First type of question, they test you about the word itself. So you will see all those single word for tata bahasa, the easiest one in your objective. Then next one, they will test you, you see question 3 and 4, about the vocab itself. If you know, you can answer. If you don't know, then really sorry. You have no choice. It's because you do not have enough vocab in your brain. Teacher, then how do I train? The only way, do your exercise. It's like, how do you master the way to become a leader? How do you master the way to become an expert in your industry? Keep learning. Keep learning. You are now Form 2, right? Most of you have your Banamber uniform. How do you become a senior? You keep learning. You repeat the same thing every single day and week. Why not you do this for BM? How come you can do this for any other thing but not for BM? So don't give me all those excuses. Teacher, what can I do? Do it. Okay, done. Then next one, question 5 and 6 is about tata bahasa. Yep, it's all about our grammar. Yeah, it's all about grammar. Like for what? Aktif pasif, tunggal majmuk, songsang biasa. It can be anything. So you have to identify the error. If there is error, you choose A, B, or C for the correction. If there is no error, you choose donkey law. So you should know how do they ask question. And then from question 1 to 6, right? You know what is the ultimate question? Question 7 and 8. Why, teacher? Because you have to find out the error on your own. No choice. Yes, Ryan. Yes, you're asking the good question. Next few. So 7 and 8, what is that? This is SPM entry level. Yes, SPM, they will give you a paragraph with 13 error, 13 kesalahan. Yeah, SPM, they will give you a paragraph with 13 errors and then ask you to find out the error on your own. This is only sentence by sentence. If you can, and now how do you think question 7 and 8 come with? From question 1 to 6. That's why I always ask you all to analyze things. If you don't analyze, you don't tell me you can score for objective also. I know you all love to tembak. I know that very well. But don't tembak. So Zuri, that's why you see objective, it seems very easy. But I can tell you subjective, even easier. Later we will see. Why do I say so? And just now Ryan asked me, will they come up with peribahasa? Now Ryan, your answer. But sometimes they don't lah. So it depends on how do they arrange the question in your exam. Question 9 is to look for the same meaning sentence. Yeah, it can be like exactly the same. It can be like almost the same. But the jenis ayat might be different, like active, passive. Yeah, maybe they use synonym for other word. That's why you know why I keep asking you to analyze things for me. Because in all BM questions, they need analysis. Then, Ryan, if you don't know how to differentiate peribahasa, if you ask me, I won't waste my time to ask you to memorize peribahasa. I would rather you spend your time to keep doing all the other exercise because tata bahasa is repetitive, but peribahasa is not. Peribahasa, you can learn from answer. Find out the meaning. But tata bahasa need to keep practicing one. And peribahasa only one question. Yeah. So do you think I will purposely go and ask you memorize, memorize, memorize? No, no, no. I'm not dinosaur parents. Yeah, I'm not a dinosaur teacher. Yes, I only teach you how to score. And when you learn it properly. Don't take shortcut. And pemahaman, easy one. Read your question. Find your answer. What are you trying to struggle? What are you struggling of? Don't struggle on your own where you shouldn't even start to keep screaming and yelling for help. Okay? So stay calm while you are doing pemahaman. Because read question, check answer. That's all. That's why you all will have enough time. Sudah pasti cukup masa. If you are running out of time simply because you keep panic and you do nothing. That's why you don't have enough time. Okay? Know it, huh? Then next one, your subjective. Now we do together. This subjective. Can you give me the kesalahan ejaan in seconds? Morning class can. I'm not sure whether you all can or not. In seconds. What is your kesalahan ejaan? Terima kasih. Just keep typing. Yeah, just keep typing. No more answer. How come this class so slow? Okay, Zifeng terima kasih. Yunshan first one correct, second one salah. Ethan betul, and then Zerik second one salah. Then Sarah betul, Shirley betul. Then then betul, Kingsley betul, Ryan betul. Ayah, Amanda salah. Lawrence betul. Nice one. And then Sarah, why got Sila? How come got Sila? Then Zerik terima kasih. Amanda, I assume your answer is correct one. Okay, thanks. Then, Yunshan Shala, Ethan, thanks. Now can you see? Ryan, nah. How do you know how many error by the mark? Dua. Dua. So what is our error? Me. Chocolate. You know what's cake chawan? Cupcake. Vanilla really 1L. And then ice cream without dash, Without dash, Yes, Ryan, thanks. So how do we write our answer? When they have capital letter, we put capital letter. Ya, cerai betul lah ni. Then error, arrow, and then me. Boleh? Then next one, chocolate. Chocolate. Boleh? Faham? So this is what we can do in exam. So just, can you see you all, right? You all take time to read. Why not you take time to read in exam? Why you can only do this in my class? Why not in your own exam? Talk to yourself. Yeah, there are only two. Only two. For PT3 lah. In SPM, can you see just now I told you question 7 and 8 is SPM. Then this is SPM in paragraph. Subjective. Okay, paham? So you will see one thing that BM is not that difficult. So you want to see SPM question? I can show you all one. You see, this is only two questions, right? Tata Bahasa also 2 questions. You know how SPM 1 look like? I see if I have SPM questions, I let you see. Form 5. I let you see the Form 5 question. Now, this is the one that they will ask you to find out the kata. That's why you all know, every time when I do BM questions with you, I always ask you all, what is the type of kata? What is the type of kata? Because they will really ask you. And then you know how do they ask for kesalahan? Let me see. This one. Nah, the one that I told you. They will give you in passage, ask you to find. If you think right now, sentence by sentence is killing you, this one, you totally fail. Mm. Yes, correct. Two bahan and then sometimes one bahan. Right? No, this is SPM one. SPM questions. Nah, correct. This is the one bahan. So if you all really put effort in your form one, form two, form three, four, five, totally not a problem. Don't create a problem before you see anything happening. Okay, just focus on what should you focus. Like this one. So we only have few errors, right? One sentence, one error. So when you focus, you can find it. Like you see second question. Every sentence there's that one kesalahan bahasa. Can you tell me first sentence anything wrong? Second sentence anything wrong? Type your answer for me. Type your answer for me. Yun yang tu tak ada. Mr. Trump, kutu raya tak ada kesalahan. Kutu raya means that people who love to laundry. Okay, Chloe, really correct, but not enough. Later I will tell you why. Zuri salah. Then, Mr. Chua yang tu juga tak ada kesalahan. I found out a lot of kids love to give me mengulangi. Mengulangi perbuatan, which means we repeat the action. Yeah, mengulangi nothing wrong. Ethan, I love you. Perfect. Morris salah. Morris, if you give me this right, it's because it is ayah active, but this one is passive mah. Oh, no, Yishan. That one is primary school level. Mengulangi perbuatan is like a continuous process. Then Mr. Chua yang tu tak ada kesalahan. And then let me check one more. Okay, Zifeng juga salah. Both also wrong. Sarah, betul. Tetapi remember to change the sequence. Then the difference between bahasa and ejaan. Ejaan is just A, I, O, U. The error on spelling only. But bahasa is like in sentence structure, grammar, all these things. Then, Ryan, where is yours? Tu salah, Ryan. Salah. You know why? Because memberikan is active. Then, Ethan, why got diziarahi? No. Diziarahi is visit. Morris, mengulangkan tak ada kesalahan. I know why already. My morning class also gave me mengulangi, most of them, like you all. Mengulangi, remember, teach you all one thing. For the tata bahasa, right? Imbuhan, you all learn I for orang, correct? And then kan for benda. This is primary school. Ryan tu salah. Okay, Chloe juga salah. And then you should amaran keras, nothing wrong, which means a very harsh warning. Okay, this is first step you all learn in your primary school, correct? But do you know what do you learn? What do you need to master in your secondary school is another thing. And Mr. Chua, yang tu, you found the touch and go, but it's not the exact error. So let us check. What is secondary school teacher? In secondary school, I also for continuous process. Kan is for process that can be stopped anytime. And then supaya, no, supaya is like so that nothing wrong. So kan is for benda or process that can be stopped anytime. Okay, that's why repeat something is a continuous thing. Like, for example, I can give you another example. What is the one that I want to give you? Yeah. Menasihati. When you advise somebody, menasihati is a continuous process. Boleh? Oh, like for example, how come kan this sentence you know what is a cantik? Cantik is pretty beautiful. But if I write mencantikkan pelajar to beautify you, that one is a continuous process or not? No. It is a process that can be stopped anytime. It's a one-off thing. Yeah. So makan not just for benda. It can be orang also. Then Morris told me telah daripada, why you all love to change telah? I found out all from two kids the same. All from two kids, from morning till now, you all change the same error for me. So where is our error actually, my dear? Here, your active passive thing. Your active passive thing. Because if it is ayah passive, the warning given by the police is diberikan. Okay, this is passive. Teacher, where is your ole? With ole, without ole, they are the same. Ole or not doesn't matter. Okay, make sure you know this. Tiga, dua, satu. Ran, can we write memberikan? No. If memberikan, saya pihak polis telah memberikan amaran keras. Amanda, add open. Ole Can. Because you all need to get used to it. Not every single sentence given by the question will put ole. So sometimes I worry you all purposely go and put ole. Because put ole or not doesn't matter. Yeah, ole is optional. You can write down, but I will let you know first. Ole, optional. Which means we can ignore. Okay. Dah? Dah. Tiga, dua, satu. Uh-oh. Question two. Question two, be careful. Question two, a lot of kids cannot find the answer. Do you know how easy it is? I give you an example. Okay, Shelly, salah. Sambutan is just celebration, so no need to put in capital letter. The title of the celebration, that only we put in capital letter. Okay. Morris bukan. Morris, orang ramai is public. Ramai orang is a lot of people. So kehadiran orang ramai, which means like a lot of what do you call that? Normal people. Yes. So no need semua. Because orang ramai already means a lot, the public. My dear, menulis semula essay itu, this one, totally a wrong thing. Mishan, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Okay, Sarah? Okay, you take out lagi, right? Insha also take out lagi, right? Do you know where should you put lagi to? When we memeriahkan upacara tersebut. So where should we put the lagi? At the back. Teacher, you already underline why you have to write again. Because some of your teachers, they need you to write again. So to play safe, I always rewrite. Always. So when you want to make something more joyful, more fun, memeriahkan, what are we trying to? Upacara tersebut. Lagi. Same goes to, you see the example that I gave you? Menulis semula essay itu, yes, actually correct. Menulis, what are we trying to write? The essay. So menulis essay itu semula. Okay? So this is what, when you read, it doesn't sound wrong, but it's wrong. So this is what we call tata bahasa, grammar. Then ejaan very simple loh. Just wrong spelling. So teacher, how do I master everything? My dear, exercise oh. That's why we have two types of students in Malaysia, as I mentioned in the morning also. First type, you do not need any tuition one, tak perlu. Then you do your exercise in school every day, every week. You master BM. This is how I master my own BM. Then next one is you go for tuition, like most of you in my class. You go for tuition, and then every week you do the exercise with explanation with me. So if like this also you don't score, you ask yourself, what did you do in class? I already saved your time from spending 2 hours, 1 hour on your own, 1 hour explanation. I combine both into 1 hour. So how come you still not learning? Okay, it's either you are slower, but doesn't matter. Just make sure you keep learning. We at least need to spend an hour a week in order to master a thing. Yeah, anytime. But of course, if you can do it daily, even better lah. Okay, boleh ha? Then you see, next question. This one, question 3, not just active passive will be tested. Sometimes they will test about, like what I mentioned just now, biasa songsang, and then tunggal majmuk. Can you see? From objective till subjective, they all following the same sequence. So just make sure you know what is BM word, what is the BM sentence. Put it in general. This is how you sit for a BM exam. Or not? Then Zurek, what is active passive? Everyone tell Zurek what is ayat active, what is ayat passive, what is the difference between these two sentences. What is the difference between these two sentences? What do you all think? Active. What I can tell you is the difference is between the imbuhan. The difference is the imbuhan. Yun tak semestilah. Jadi ya lah, I ask them to tell you mah. That's why I ask others loh. I don't ask you. I don't ask you. I ask others. Yes, correct, Shirley. Pandai lah ni. Then you see active passive, right? What is it? The idea is aktif imbuhan me. Macam ni apa mana-mana sahaja. Imbuhan me for aktif. And then for passive, what is the imbuhan? Can anyone tell me? How about passive? Imbuhan apa? Okay, Amanda, I assume it is correct one. Okay, yes, Mr. Chua, terima kasih. Imbuhan D. As I mentioned just now, Ole is optional, actually, thanks. So, what is our first step? Cari kata kerja. But I need to tell you, second step, I need you to do something else. Cari watak. Teacher, why should I go and find the watak? It's because our imbuhan D, not everyone can use it. Who cannot use imbuhan D for ayat pasif? Who cannot use imbuhan D? Yes, Kingsley, I love you. Perfect. So, Zifeng betul, terima kasih. So, kecuali KGND 1 and 2. What is KGND 1 and 2? I, V. 2 is U. Simple one, IUV. And KGND is kata ganti nama diri. To replace people one. So now let us check kata kerja simple. Membeli, menggunakan, menendang, memulangkan. Next step, our character. Azura. I should use line easier. Then kakak Shurek. Saya. Dia. So as we know that IUV, we cannot put D. Then I will do question 3 first. Can you tell me question 3? I cannot put the tendang. So what is the original word of menendang? What is the original word of menendang? I need to know. Because the answer very important one. Okay, Ryan, thanks. Insha, I assume it's correct. Okay. So bola bola itu, my dear, I'm a lazy person. So we write number, okay? Chloe. Salah, Amanda thinks. T, tendang. So bola itu, then saya tendang. We have to write the original word back. Otherwise, 0 mark. Boleh ya? So if question 3 is easy, 1, 2 totally not a problem. Because another problem is question 4. Question 4, I got no people, is dia, which is like third party. But I cannot write dipulangkan dia. I can't even write dipulangkan oleh dia. Why? Tell me. Tell me why. I know the entire structure, but how come I cannot use? Oleh dia. Right? The answer is correct. Memang dipulangkan. Anyone? Okay, I give you another clue. Dia, we use it. Yes. Hey, how come Mr. Sheng Yu is here? Why are you joining my class? English class end already, meh? So fast one? Come back at you. Go away. Okay. So when we end, we always end with nya. N-Y-A. Okay. Dia is, we use it to start a sentence. Okay. We use it to start a sentence. And then when we end it, N-Y-A. Nya. Dipulangkannya sebelum. Same thing, we can write dipulangkan olehnya. For those who are so blur, this one also can. Okay, sudah. Then question 1, 2 totally not a problem, no? We just bracket the answer for question 1, 2. So buku-buku itu, remember my class, I do not use oleh because I want you to get used to it. Okay, dah. Shirley, how to use ialah and adalah? Right after ialah is kata nama. Then all others we use adalah. This is the easiest way I can teach you. For fast one, after ialah is a noun. Chloe, no need. No need purposely to write oleh, but it is okay if you write it. Because you all get used to it already, ma. You all love it so much. After imbuhan, D must put only. Okay, that. Then exam, like just now, Ryan will ask me one teacher, my peribahasa how? Remember just now I asked you all, refer to the scenario peribahasa. But do you need to memorize for exam purpose? For me, it's fine. I would rather you spend more time, keep doing the exercise to brush up your tata bahasa instead of just keep memorizing peribahasa where you can't even confirm which one will come out. This one, I won't do it. I appreciate all times I have. We only have 24 hours a day, minus 8 hours sleeping time. We only have 16 hours. So fully utilize your 16 hours for good things. You need to enjoy your life. You need to spend your time with other people. So for studies, it is not everything in your life. It's just part of your life. Can? Then now, your pemahaman thing, my dear, I told you right, just now was objective. Now is subjective. For pemahaman, question 1, 2, based on the topic learning passage. Then question 3 is the one. Your pendapat. Okay, careful, Amanda, I know lah. Okay, that go downwards. So everything you can score, but make sure you know how to score. And do you want to score? Novel, my dear. How to start for your novel? Yeah, right. Question 3 must have your own point. Cannot copy paste one. Nothing for you to copy paste. Okay. Now your novel, page 24. For those super blur kid, first step, go home, read your watak first, all the characters. Second step, your storyline. Like what I teach in normal class last week. So our novel, only 2 things to remember, watak and cerita. Based on these 2, we know what are we supposed to write in exam. If you tell me, teacher, my teacher gave us the tips for, then you memorize tips. Okay, like tema persoalan, nilai pengajaran, anything lah. But if your teacher give nothing other than memorizing, make sure you master your characters and the storyline. A must, mesti. Okay, dah? 3, 2, 1. Next one, this one, my dear. Ringkasan, rumusan. Ulasan, just now you all told me, ulasan almost same as karangan pendek. Yep, memang betul. But ulasan is longer, that's all. But ringkasan, rumusan, make sure you know the difference. Main difference, our rumusan, we have 3 paragraphs. Because ringkasan is what we call ringkasan, summary. We only write main point. That one is ringkasan. No intro, no ending. But rumusan is different. We are writing a conclusion, point of view. So we need opening, we need ending. Then this one, the title, sorry to say that, you need a brain. Sendiri. Ringkasan, we just got it from our question. But not for this. Sorry, yes, you can read our notes for novel. Can. My dear, those who need novel, read the novel given in the QR code. Just scan the QR. For those physical class, you read our physical class notes. Okay? Boleh, Then now, ringkasan, rumusan. The main difference. Boleh? Done? So if question came out ulasan for Form 2, because ulasan is supposed not to be test in Form 2. Yeah, but if they test you, just write like normal essay. Can? Ringkasan, rumusan is your syllabus in Form 2. Form 3, ringkasan and ulasan. They have the syllabus, but whether your teacher follow or not is another story. Okay? So, settle. Just make sure after this class, right, you all go home, right, fully spend your time, complete this entire notes. Then you can go and sleep, prepare for exam tomorrow or next week. Then novel, the only thing to memorize is novel. That's all. Nothing else. So for normal students, I will see you tomorrow. Or like the day after tomorrow or whatever day. So for those non-TTC one, good luck in your exam. Okay? Done. Terima kasih. Siap. Okay, jumpa lagi. Terima kasih. And so if form 2 ulasan, then form 3 is it the same? Yes, correct. Okay. Chloe, what notes ah? You mean what notes? Small notes. Novel? Our normal notes lah. The April one. Oh, you mean complete what notes ah? These notes. Nota ini. This one. Siapkan semua latihan. Okay, okay. Jumpa lagi. Terima kasih. So good luck in all of your exam lah. Jumpa lagi. Bye bye.